crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of their women.
The penetrator. Come on, look, because I always went the farthest into the target, goddammit. Libya, Tunisia, Lebanon. It was me, pal. I was always first in, last out.
This thing doesn't want to show itself. It wants to hide inside an imitation. It'll fight if it has to. But it's vulnerable out in the open.
Its blood was on the leaves.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Glory is fleeting except in Valhalla. Good morning, Valhalla. This is Mike, the Mexican Iron Man, wishing you all a very good morning and welcoming each and every one of you to a celebration stream. Today is a celebration. I am not a YouTuber, but this is a live stream on Loki's Mornings of Mischief. It's been 4 years, ladies and gentlemen, 4 years since our hero, our friend, our brother decided to go live and start doing a morning show. Many people said he was crazy. I am amongst one of them. Many people said it could not be done. I was one of them. Many people said, oh my God, this is going to be exhausting. And I was one of them. And I was right. This is exhausting. That's why I'm not a YouTuber. But you know who is a YouTuber and who has woken us up every morning with energy, with fire, with great commentary, with fantastic analysis, an amazing nerd perspective on all things, whether it be DC issues, Marvel issues, and dare I say it, sometimes even Disney and Star Wars issues. But on all things pop culture, all things woke, and all things in between, a show that was originally envisioned to be pop culture therapy, of all things, turned into Loki's Mornings of Mischief. So it is a celebration, and without further ado, the man of honor himself, the leader of Valhalla, Stone_Loki. Welcome, sir.
Good morning, Valhalla. I didn't get to do that this morning because Mikey had all the controls. So.
Yep, and I had you muted.
Oh, good morning, my friend. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody out there. Thank you so much for being here. Oh man, this is so cool. This is so cool. I'm like smiling and I'm geeking out, and thank you guys so much. Thank you. Oh, my sweetheart.
Don't touch it. We'll get
I'm
to it in
not
a minute.
touching it. I'm not touching it. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you guys so very much. Thank you, everyone.
So this is not a normal Taco Tuesday. This is obviously a 4-year celebration. I sent out invitations randomly to various people who will hopefully be popping in and out over the course of the next hour or two. We have our first guest backstage. I'll be bringing him in shortly. But first, let me get to a few of these super chats, including Chris Persia, who says, for $5 Canadian, happy anniversary. Here's to 4 great years of Loki's Mornings of Mischief. Here's to another 4-year skull.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, Chris. You know, a lot of the stuff we do in the morning, it wouldn't be the same without Chris. So thank you, or any of the mods, Josh and Mark. Thank you, gentlemen, so much for sticking with me and having the faith you do in me. Thank you, guys.
Chris Persia also gifted 5 Loki's Mornings of Mischief memberships.
Thank you, brother. Who got the memberships? Always love seeing that. I always love looking at like who got the memberships. Was it who got them? If you can, it's fine. You can't go back.
See, I can't go that far back, so I'm not actually sure. I should have grabbed those, but I was busy talking to you backstage. My bad. Squeaky Mouse for $10 says 4 awesome years. Thank you.
Squeaka guys. Squeaka is so sweet. If you've had a chance to talk to her, you know, behind the scenes, even on a stream, Squeaka is so sweet and so gentle, so nice. Thank you for being a part of Valhalla, Squeaka. Thank you so much.
Project Storytime has been a member for 29 months. Says glory is fleeting, except in Valhalla. Congrats.
When I got monetized, that's what Josh came in and said, and that has become a staple of Valhalla. He said it because someone was trying to talk trash after we got monetized, and said, you know, Loki, glory is fleeting, and Project Storytime, being who he is, Josh being who he is, said, glory is fleeting, except in Valhalla. And I was like, that is a great saying and we put it on t-shirts. We put it on our con t-shirts year before last. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you, Josh.
Pacific 414 Mike sends us $5. Says congratulations on 4 years of Mornings of Mischief, brother Loki. Keep the fires burning bright. Cheers to you.
Thank you, brother. Pacific 414's got such a great channel, guys. If you haven't checked it out, make sure you check it out. Make sure you go by, check out his channel, subscribe, ring that bell. He has been so generous in the mornings, retweeting us, tweeting it out, letting people know that the show's going on. Thank you so much, brother. It is very much appreciated.
Makini Draws, who's been a member for 19 months, says congrats on 4 years of Mornings of Mischief.
Thank you, guys. Makini is burning it down. I know we got to talk last night. I don't remember what that conversation particularly was about, but I know I got to talk to him. And thank you, brother. Keep fighting, keep pushing, keep going. And like we've always said, it's not a race, it's an endurance. It's not a sprint, it's an endurance race. And you've proven that. So congrats, brother.
Heiress of Chaos, a member for 39 months, says happy YouTube anniversary. I'm so proud of you, to many, many more.
Thank you so much, sweetheart. And we're going to be doing, guys, we're going to be doing a stream. I don't think it's this weekend, but it's going to be next weekend. And it's the start of something new. There will be videos coming out. I'm, you know, listening to Mike and trying to.
Wait, videos on what channel?
On this channel. So, I was working on, I know. Can it be? Is it true? Is it possible? Yes, Gomez. Fester is back. Yes, there will be videos on the channel because we're going to be covering everything Final Fantasy related up until the release of Final Fantasy. We've got card games. We've got packs to open. We've got gifts to give away. Final Fantasy stuff to give away. Yes, there will be videos and live streams. So that's something new that's coming this year. So I wasn't going to announce that yet, but yeah.
And we have 6 What are those? They are $6, six
No, God, why can't I think of
six something. I should know this because it's Mephisto.
yeah,
By the
no,
way,
it's
Mephisto's Movie Reviews is a horrifically undersubscribed channel. Check them out. Awesome discussions on all things cinematic. He says, found you
shekels. They're
shekels. He says,
shekels.
found you a few months back. Happy that I did.
So am I, brother. Mephisto's been so great. We just talked Lord of the Rings with R&B the other day. We got a chance to hang out, talk
I
Lord
saw
of the
that
Rings.
stream on the replay.
It's just Mephisto's so great, guys. Absolutely undersubbed. So
and the last super chat we'll do before we welcome in our first set of guests is Bucking Drops for $5 says 1,916.84 left. This is insane. I think he's meaning his sub count.
Yeah,
right?
he's pushing to 2K. Yeah. And it's been fast. It's been just the last like week, 2 weeks. He has definitely made this giant push past what he was at. So that's been going on since right before New Year's.
Well, let's welcome in from backstage 2 longtime members, watchers, and supporters of the channel, the great Dr. Adega Outlaw and Clubby Time.
What up?
Good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning.
You know something I have to say real quick? Besides, congratulations on 4 years. I remember all of them. This has been a blast. But if you noticed, everybody, when Mike was calling out people who sent in the various different chats and things, that Loki didn't say anything about himself other than thank you and then talked up the other people. Such a true leader and community builder. It wasn't about him. It was about the people supporting him. It never ceases to amaze me at how generous of a man you are. And thank you for 4 years, Loki.
You as well. Brother.
Again, we're not talking about me. We're talking about you. You go ahead.
You know
and
what?
You do that, and
you've always been there. You've been there for me, and with your advice, and it's almost like you've kept an eye on me, not just with the show, but behind the scenes and my health. And I so much appreciate it. And you were right. Again, you said, something sounds off. Well, that happened last night. So they ended up cutting my wrist last night and digging out a cyst that was in my wrist and pushing up against that bone. So yay, fun times. Dude, you've always been there. You've always been there. And thank you, brother, so much. Guys, another channel that is absolutely undersubscribed is these two guys right here, because they kick ass and take names and don't take any crap. Both of them should be way higher than what they are.
Let Clobby talk instead of you talking about other people, because this is 4 years about you.
Yeah. You're going to have to hashtag Loki learns to shut up on Loki's Mornings of Mischief on January 3rd show. Clobby, you've also been here for 4 years. What say you of words of congratulations to our brother Loki?
Buddy, let me tell you something. And I'm proud to be here with three great YouTubers.
I'm sorry, sir. That would be yourself, Adega, and Loki. Okay, good.
I'm sorry, Clobby. I'm going to interrupt, but you look at the sign just over Mike's head. It says live. Or Mike is live and on the air. That is a sign of a YouTuber.
Yeah, he's a great YouTuber.
Yeah.
But seriously, Loki, brother, you were right there amongst the first friends I made when I moved my show to YouTube about, I don't know what it is, 3 years ago, whatever it was, 3.5 years ago, 4 years ago, almost. Not too long after you started, I guess, maybe 3.5, whatever. But buddy, you took me in. I think the first person I quote unquote met, if you're meeting people, was probably Paulie, our great buddy with Latino Slant, and then you. And then we had some big gathering talking about DC Comics and one of those big long ass shows you'll remember or whatever that they did on a Saturday, I think. One of those, and you had, I don't know how long you did the show, but it was on your channel, if I remember.
12 hours. We did it for over 12 hours, and they just dinged me. They dinged me on the 26th for 20 different copyright. They weren't strikes. They were copyright notifications. They just did that a couple of days ago, and I was like,
kidding me?
"What in the hell? No, I'm
A
not."
video from years
A
ago?
video, yeah, the DC Fandom event that we did, where we all got together, where the comic book roundtable was really born, was at the DC Fandom event.
Yeah, that's right.
They dinged me for that on the 26th of December last year.
Wow. That's insane. That sucks. That's insane.
Yeah.
You've been such a great friend to me, dude. I mean, I've made so many, some wonderful friends when I moved to YouTube, and some people that, like I said, that I call friends in real life, as it were. And you're one of them, my buddy, and you and Eris. And love you both. You've been fantastic to me. And like I said, just some of the most cherished friends that I've had. Like I said, I say in real life, I equate them to real life because they are. Even though we don't live in almost all of us don't live in the same area code, even, but dude, you've been just such a, like, again, one of my best friends here, one of the best friends I've had ever, and just love what you do. And man, I love you, brother. And I'm just proud to call you friend, and keep on rocking, man. I mean, just keep on going. And I look forward to every time we get a chance to stream together.
Thank you, brother. I get to brag that I saw Klobby on a show before Klobby came to YouTube, because I did. He had a show on I don't remember what the hell platform it was, dude. I'm sorry.
Blog Talk Radio.
Blog Talk Radio. And I got to listen to Klobby. I get to brag about that. I knew Klobby before he came to YouTube because I saw him on his old show. Thank
I had
so much.
Well, thank you, man. I think I had the only other people I'd known from YouTube before. I think was, of course, our buddy DC, Great Doomcock, came on my Blog Talk Radio channel, and then, of course, our wonderful Eris.
Yeah,
came in and hung out with me, and had a wonderful time hanging out with her. Yeah,
was through Eris. Yeah.
And speaking of people that have been around on YouTube for a very long time, he has got one of the best voices for all of YouTube. He has got some of the best facial and cranial hair on the planet. He is the great Culture Casino.
Hey. Well, good morning, everybody. And I have to say congratulations to Loki. He and I have been on YouTube almost exactly the same amount of time, believe it or not. And it has been amazing to watch Loki grow. Loki was also one of the first people I met. I feel like we're all giving testimonials. It's like he's dead. But I did. I got to know Loki almost right away. We became pals. It's amazing how we've all kind of glommed on together and caught on. But Loki was Loki was instrumental in just driving the bus for a lot of us. I would say that for the newer channels that are just getting started, he's been a voice of kind of a voice of guidance, because his YouTube talk, which I love to contribute to in the most sarcastic way possible, it has been something that I think a lot of people have gained a lot of insight from, and look, Loki may not say things in the most friendly way on that show, but at least he's giving you honest perspective and direction. And I think that's amazing. I wish I could do that. In fact, I wish I could do a lot of what Loki does, which is have different varieties and types of shows throughout the week in the morning, at least for his live shows in the mornings. And I wish I could do that. I'm married to the YouTube algorithm in a way, and that may not be the best thing. But back to Loki specifically, because this is what today is about. Congratulations on 4 amazing years of mischief, my friend. You're one of the very best of us. It's funny because I get a chance to say this to like all 4 of you. I mean, Loki's amazing. Obviously Klobby's amazing. I gave him a long flowery speech not that long ago. Adega's fantastic. Adega's just has so much talent in his little finger that I'm surprised he doesn't just burst whenever he shows up on YouTube. And Mike actually is the behind the scenes guy. No matter what anybody says, he's instrumental in growth and guidance in a very quiet way. Loki does it publicly, Mikey does it privately, and he is a producer to 100 channels probably on YouTube, just very quietly. Like, hey, you should probably do this. Hey, you should probably do this. Hey, you need to focus on this. Hey, let's help you do this. And if you think I'm lying, I'm not, because probably everybody on this panel could say that. But on that note, just Loki, thank you again for the opportunity to hang out with you from time to time on your show. It's always been a privilege, but you are truly one of the people that kept me going. There was a time when I was thinking, you know what, I'm just gonna, back this up and make it a hobby. So, and you kind of changed that up in my mind and made it so that, well, this could end up being a job or a business or whatever. So I just want to say thank you. And once again, congratulations on 4 amazing years of mischief.
Thank you, brother. Seriously, you inspire people. I know you don't. I know you're like, but you do. And that's probably the nicest thing anyone has ever said about YouTube talk. Because I know some people don't like it, and I get it. I try. There's times where we talk about how to do something or not to get discouraged or how to keep going when you're down. But there's also times where it's like oh well, how do you deal with someone talking shit about you or behind the scenes drama? And there's just there's so many different things we touch on YouTube talk, and I know some people don't like it, but thank you. Seriously, it's probably the nicest thing anybody's ever said about it.
Loki, I'll say it again, man. I think that's probably one of the best things you do on Wednesdays, right? It's funny because I maybe I should have said this when I was giving the long diatribe, but I wake up in the morning to you. It doesn't matter the time of year or whatever. You are kind of the calendar clock for me. I know Mike's nodding his head, but it's like that's what I do. The boss and I wake up, I turn on TV, I move the Roku to YouTube, I find Mornings of Mischief, and your voice is like driving the morning. And now it goes from you to Makini, and then I'm like, hey, I can actually work now. So, but thanks, man. I really, I guess that's ultimately the thanks that you get is that you've been my wake up morning radio show. So thank you for that.
And you probably know this already, Loki, but I found out the other day, culture is one of us, the true people who actually know how to appreciate music the proper way with vinyl.
Oh, speaking of vinyl, I know I didn't get to show these. The collection is complete. The Godzilla vinyl are all here. Everything except for the Matthew Broderick one and -1 because -1 hasn't come out yet. But I do have the rest, the final pieces of the. I got them all down here. I had them down here for showing somebody. This is from Godzilla 2000.
Nice. Wow.
But, absolutely. The last little bits of the collection that I was missing are here.
We could have a nerd fight with Tom Connors, who argues that vinyl is inferior to digital mastering. And I Culture did that with him, and I thought it was one of the most entertaining things I'd ever seen.
As an actual professional musician, once upon a time, I'm in for that fight, 100%.
I've gone back and forth with Tom about it before. It really is a matter of preference. I love listening to vinyl. I love listening to a record. I would much rather listen to a record than listen to a digital recording. So it comes down to preference.
I actually love vinyl so much. I actually have a backup turntable in the media room where I am right now. Or I guess technically this is the library, but I have because in the media room there's one on the other side of the house that is used to play albums. Hasn't been used often enough recently, but in here there's a backup one just in case. I just need a new cartridge.
Now I've got one. I've got my Victrola. Oh, we lost it. I got my Victrola.
He's just going to be in the back. He's
okay.
Taking a break in the back.
I got my Victrola in here hooked up to a big speaker, and we got a. Why can't I think of the name of it? Holy shit!
Because you're on drugs from the.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Well, while you're thinking of that, I'm going to read a couple of member chats. We have from Gun Bunny, who reminds us that, as a member for 24 months, community and family are the people, not a place. Jukebox. And one of my favorite experiences of 2023, I'm going to make it about me for a second and about Valhalla. Sorry, Loki, but you made this happen. God, I'm getting emotional. I don't even know why I'm doing this. Okay. One of the coolest things that's happened are your meetups, because as opposed to the large mega scale meetups that happen, yours have been intimate and we've actually got a chance to get to know each other. versus just say, hey, what's your screen name, and move along. Your meetups enabled us to get to know each other. And even when people couldn't show up or meet up, we've had meetups. So one of the things that I did is that I met up, as you know, with Psycho Dwarf 9 in Utah. And then I had the pleasure of hanging out with guess who? In Idaho. Guess who? Hint, hint. One of them is on the screen. Loki. Gun Bunny.
Gun Buddy.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was like, Culture's not in Idaho.
No, I mean Gun Bunny. So anyway, one of the best, that was one of the best weeks of my life, honest to God. Hanging out, having dinner, getting to see their place and all that, and being with Shockwave and Gun Bunny and Psycho Dwarf 9, and you made that happen. I have friends for life in the middle of nowhere, Idaho, which, by the way, I love, and that's where I got my cowboy hat and I got my boots. And when Mexican Iron Man has to put on his shit kickers, he now has proper shit kickers to kick shit with his shit kicker.
And Gun Bunny did all of the Christmas cards for Valhalla this year. So anybody who wanted a Christmas card for Valhalla, Gun Bunny made them. Again, thank you so much. We will try and be more organized next year, and I will try and get you some funding because they did it out of their pockets. Thank you so much, Gun Bunny.
Ironcaster, remember, for 14 months, is my favorite part of YouTube is Mike's ideas for variety shows for Culture Casino. Happy anniversary, Loki. You're a delight. Every morning I can catch you.
I tell Ironcaster all the time, he's like a young Culture. He's a young and up and coming Culture Casino. He's the next generation of Culture Casino.
Bro, but my boy Ironcaster, as our next guest will attest to you, Ironcaster needs to see more movies.
Dude.
Indeed.
Ironcaster's a good lad, though.
Well, welcome, Pops. What words of congratulations do you have for our man of the hour?
Hey, Pops.
I don't have long, but I just wanted to say thanks. And thanks for the invite, Mike, and putting this together, because I think it's important that we do honor something that is part of our daily lives, our daily routines, and this has become part of that. And you've been a great friend, great supporter, encourager of so many people, not just myself, but I just watch you doing that for other people and being so genuine with that. And that's really kind of what's being rewarded here today, is everyone saying thank you for that, being who you are. I mean, yes, it manifests itself in this show every morning, that kind of thing, but it's really just the extension of just being, a true good person that wants to go out there and perpetuate that positivity for everyone. And thank you so much for that and being part of my life in that way.
Thank you, brother. Pops, guys, Pops is so great. Getting to do Talk Hard with him. When we first started talking, we talked about Pump Up the Volume. We were talking about Pump Up the Volume and what that meant to both of us, because that's such a great movie. I love radio movies. Surprise, surprise. Loki loves movies about,
Mike, you can make me small again. I don't want to look at my face. It's terrible, bro.
I didn't think you'd make it, though. So seriously, thank you. I know I was like, hey, if you want to come by, talk to Mike. And you were like, no, I don't think I can make it. But that dude, it's good to see you. Thank you so much. Make sure you're subscribed to Pops, because again, undersubbed channel. He's not an underappreciated channel, because people that come there and hang out with him love to come there and hang out with him. It's just criminally undersubbed. So
I have a quick story about Pops.
All right, go.
Pops and I have hung out a couple of times now. I've had that unique pleasure of being featured on his channel for one reason or another. I don't know why. I think I've got him snowed over, thinking I have something to say. But anyway, so the most recent time I showed up, we had an incredibly lengthy conversation about a whole lot of stuff. I talked about things I don't normally talk about. And do you remember what happened, Pops?
I went to download it and it wasn't there. And I contacted StreamYard and they're like, no, it's at your end. And I'm like, I didn't do anything. And they're like, no, we don't have copies. The file's just gone. So they claim I deleted it. I didn't even push a button yet. There's just no file. So there's a lost interview with me in Culture Casino about 90 minutes. Like, it was an hour and a half long of talking about all sorts of things I thought would have been a great value to everyone. And I was mortified, embarrassed, angry and frustrated, every emotion you can imagine on the spectrum.
And I told you, don't worry about it. I said, you have no idea. I recorded a whole 35-minute video in complete silence. So don't sweat it. Things happen. That's the other thing that I love about what Loki does on Wednesdays. Stuff happens. Walk it off. It's going to be fine. Pops and I'll get together again, I'm sure. But the journey always has those ups and downs. And Pops was actually rebounded right immediately and did a brilliant video. Oh, I can't even remember who it was with. Immediately afterwards, another wonderful interview. So, this, just so you know, we all make those errors, but I still don't think you made an error. I think StreamYard just deleted it, dude.
I just don't think it downloaded. I mean, I don't think it crossed. I think when I went back, it just wasn't there, and it just had nothing was there. It had it listing like there should be something there, but there was nothing there for me to download. It was just really, really a strange. It's the only time it's ever happened. But again, this is why Loki's sort of Wednesday YouTube talk and stuff like that is so important, because it helps people understand whether you're at 100 or 100,000. We are all really still dealing with the same kind of stuff. Now, how we deal with it and how we respond is where we're going to be judged and how things will move forward. But I've always encouraged him to do more of that. I know I'm trying to evolve a little bit more into some of that with how I handle What's Your Story as my Sunday show for that, kind of to make sure I try to bring to light some of those kind of journey conversations, things like that. And Loki helped me wrap up 2023 in that way. We had a great conversation at the beginning of last year and the end of last year for that reason. So, and I'm hoping to get Mike back on to do something here with something he's passionate about, and maybe get. I know I've been talking to Mr. GG about trying to get culture back on, things like that. I've always wanted to talk about clobbering again. We didn't get to talk about comics as much as we wanted to. We talked about YouTube nonsense, but I just love all this. I know what Gun Buddy said so true, right? The family element, the friendship element of all this, because we're kindred spirits and we all like the same kind of stuff. So
I hate that I missed the Die Hard stream with you and Mike, because I had this whole thing I was going to talk about where he's special forces. You don't know that. There is a tattoo that John McClane has on his, I believe it's his left arm, and it's a skull with a top hat and a chain going through it with a spear. And it says, what does it say? It's never give up, it's not never give up, never surrender, but it's something along those lines. And the book alludes to him being in the military. So with that tattoo and what's in the book, you can pretty much come to the conclusion that he was special forces. He was some kind of special forces before he became a cop. And that's why his wife's so pissed at him for staying there and not coming with her, because she dedicated part of her life to the military and him being in the military. And then she goes out to start this career in California and he doesn't follow. Anyway, it's just something I was going to bring to the table that like I've never heard before, that I was like, holy crap, that's amazing. And I missed it. I missed coming on the stupid stream with you and Mike.
Well, the good thing about doing this is there's always a reason to do something else again. So that's another reason why I think that, especially something like Die Hard, it's an easy thing to talk about annually and continue to root out those people who have the misconception that a film like that and many others are not Christmas movies. So we have to make sure we shame those people appropriately into submission. So,
oh yeah.
And I know you got to run, Pops. So thanks for being here, and
thanks for the invite and organizing this. My best to Loki.
Yeah, and I'll get back
else.
to you on the Godfather stream for next week. I'm just trying to clear something up with my client.
Hey, listen, we can push it back a week or two. It's no issue at our end, but I just want to throw it out there. And folks, listen, thanks for everything you do to help one another, helping each other. It's the best. Thank you so much. And Loki, my brother, love you for what you do and doing this. And it's great. Take care, everybody.
Go check out Pop's channel. It's awesome.
Pops.
Yeah, make sure you're subscribed to Pops. Thank you, brother, so much.
And there's someone else that everyone should subscribe to, because he should be at over 100,000 subs. It's the man of the hour. What's the man of the hour? Jay Drunk 3PO. Hail Jay.
Jay.
Hey, what show is this? I don't know. It's like early.
It's the
Mike sent me a text like, hey, can you hop in? There's somebody that got special needs that wants you to say hi.
Oh my God.
So I was like, all right, man, for you, Mike, I got you. So I don't know which one of you he's talking about, but hi, I hope you have a wonderful new year and 2024 brings you a lot of smiles.
It's the Loki Make a YouTuber Wish Foundation featuring Drunk 3PO.
Oh my God.
How's everybody doing?
Vegas, brother. Vegas. One of the biggest surprises I had when I was in Vegas was I'm walking around this place called the Millennium Bar, and I bump into this guy, and he's just maybe like a hair taller than I am. And he goes, whoa, 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 man. And he's got a drink in his hand, and he's like, hold up. Who are you? And I'm like, oh, Loki. And he's like, the morning guy, and I'm like, oh my god. I was like, holy shit, Jay watches the show. Or
I
Jay
usually have you on every morning while I'm like getting my stuff going. So I tell you that, but yeah, it's awesome. There's nothing really on at this time, at least that I
was
know
the
of.
point. It was the drive to work show originally,
Yeah.
right before the coof hit. We started before the coof hit, but it was supposed to be like your morning drive. We've even got a weather guy and a traffic guy, Chopper Dan. Yeah, Loki, we got SJWs all the way down here on the 5. They're just smashing into each other and acting like blue haired land whales. Back to you, Loki. And yeah, dude, it was just it was nuts.
Hey, so Jay, while you're here, since you are like a master YouTuber amongst all YouTubers,
yeah,
what do you think of Loki's morning show? And like, I mean, I think it's a pretty good way to start the day generally, right? I mean, I kind of do, except on Tuesdays when they have that Mexican guy. But other than that, it's a good show.
Oh no, I love this show, man. I love this show. I like because it like, especially when he's like score, like gets me all like, okay, yeah, I better get up and do something. You know, he could be the Viking, I'll be the pirate, and you know that's just how that works. But if you guys didn't know, Stone Loki recorded a video for me over on my History of Pirates channel. It's freaking fantastic. So I was like, I got that voice. He's got the voice for this character. It's perfect. So I pleaded and begged. And he's like, you know, I'll see what I could do maybe the Thursday after next if I could fit you in my schedule. Cause you know, life is I'm a little too busy for you right now, Jay. But he got it done and it's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
Holy shit.
Clobbering Times is here. What's up, my dude?
Hey, buddy.
And
Good
Culture,
to see you, man.
You know what's going on, man? I
Good
know
to
it's
see you,
probably
sir.
earlier over there where you're at. So,
hey, yeah, and you've got to call me this week, dude. You got to find a time.
I mean, you've got my number too, like so.
I love it when Culture tells me he's been trying to get a hold of me, and I check my DMs on my cell phone, and there's no text and no DMs. No, Culture.
Oh,
you know what?
Culture all last year was like, Mikey, I got to get a hold of you. I'm like, well, my DMs are open, and my cell phone does it work? Yeah, it works.
You know what's cool though? I start my day with Loki, and I end it usually with Clobbering Times.
Right.
So it's usually like I tell him it's usually like my routine because like he's usually on a lot later, and there's so much nonsense in the world, you know. It's like it's nice to like have some like fun classic comic conversation from like what I remember. So I appreciate you both. You know,
Thanks,
I appreciate you both.
Thanks.
You know, Clobby's great. I watch him. I'll watch him when I'm getting ready to go to bed. I'll have him on my phone. I'm listening to him as I'm getting ready. I don't say a lot though, because I know Clobby's gonna be like, dude, I'll see you in Link. Do you want to come on? And I don't want to be like, I'm getting in bed or I'm already in bed.
I don't say anything either, but every now and then I'll write lurker and like that's I just let him know.
I've learned that. Like, man, it's late. That's not going to bother anybody to come on and hang out late. But I'm glad you're there, though. I miss you. I appreciate you.
Oh no, yeah, we had an awesome time when I was on.
Oh yeah, dude.
I think we went like almost 4 hours.
Yeah.
Started with like one comic discussion. It was like, man, it's pretty awesome. Like I don't really have, you know, most of my circles are like Star Wars type, so it's like finding someone that understands like some of the older comics is oh man, it's a gem. It's definitely
do it
a
again
gem.
Sometime, man. Absolutely.
Oh, definitely.
And Jay, you've got a big announcement, right? Don't you have a big release coming up on another? Is that on Saturday or not?
Merch? Friday, actually.
Friday.
Yeah. Me and Nine Line again are dropping our Steamboat Willie variation.
Oh,
nice.
So,
Jay, I just started telling people I wasn't buying any more merch. I'm so excited for this. I gotta tell you, I can't wait to see this.
Is it the one that says "Dang it, Bob," where he's singing "Dang it, Bob" on the boat when he's driving? Dang it, Bob.
No.
Let me see.
No. That's one that's done by a fan, but Drunk is doing one on Nine Line himself.
Yeah, and it's cool because if you get the shirt, you know, that's why I really like Nine Line. They have the Nine Line Foundation that helps veterans. So it's just a cool way to give back, and you get a cool product out of it as well. I'm gonna send you the design, Mike,
All right.
so you can see what it looks like. I don't care if you want to share it.
Okay.
So, but yeah, this will be. I think we're dropping this there. It's in your Twitter DMs. They were dropping this Friday. So,
all right, here we go. This is so good, everybody. Oh my god, I love the color, by the way.
yeah, there's gonna be a bunch of different colors, but yeah, there it is. So
nice.
All you need is a little
Nice.
magic.
Nice. Love it. Love it.
Magic is in the ammo box.
I love it.
I was like, yeah, Disney shut down two of my stores. I don't know if y'all remember that.
Yeah,
I remember that.
And
Yeah.
that's when Nine Line came to the rescue. So I was like, they took a little dollar away from me for shutting down two of my stores for that Welcome to Rebellion nonsense. And so let's little payback here.
They don't own the word rebellion. It's
No,
so
they don't.
stupid.
Well, what happens is when like a smaller company, like a small what am I blowing up for? Don't show me. I'm not even on camera. When a smaller company, when they get like a cease and desist from a company like Disney, it's easier for them to just let's just nuke this person away from our site. So I don't want no problems. I don't want no problems with Disney. So yeah, and then when we went to Nine Line and launched the exact same designs and everything, they was like, yeah, they don't own this. Like they're not going to do anything to us. So I was like, okay, here you go.
Super cool.
Yeah, there we go. Friday.
I'll buy that shirt. I'll buy it. If you've got that on a shirt or a hoodie.
So this
Friday. It'll be on a
isn't
shirt. Hoodie Friday. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was asking you, Jay. This technically isn't available till Friday, Thursday,
Friday. Yeah.
Friday. Okay.
Friday. It'll be all over. I'm sure I'll do a whole live and just it'll be fun. It's only available for 2 weeks, so we got to get it and then go. We'll see what happens. Maybe Disney will get mad and say, take that down. I don't know, but I won't have to deal with it. They have to deal with
Can you whistle
our
that
veterans?
tune, Jay?
What was that?
Can you whistle that tune?
Can you get one with Mike on it that says all you need is a little MILF?
Did you hear my whistle?
Yeah, I heard you whistle. That was
Or did my
good.
mic not pick it up?
No, I got it.
Yeah. So it's gonna be fun. 2024 is gonna be awesome. Like I think it's gonna be the most bizarre year, but it's also gonna be the most rewarding for many of us. So, just watching like what everybody's doing, like with their channels, like seeing like culture like exploding on the scene. Mike will finally come out as a YouTuber in 2024. That's sent that to me privately, but I got projects to drop, but then like the political nonsense is going to be wild, but it's I think it's just going to be a wild year. So buckle up, boys.
Yep.
And culture has to go to, or Clobby has to go to work. Clobby, thanks for being here this morning.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you for arranging this. Loki, I love you, brother. Happy anniversary and many, many more. You've been such a great friend to me for so long here, man. And you all have. And I love to you in the chat out there. Have a wonderful day. And Jay, great to see you again, my friend. I really
brother.
honored to be here with you. Culture, brother. Thank you, man. Always good to see you there. Mikey, thank you. Appreciate it, buddy. You're the greatest YouTuber of all time.
No,
Clobby, keep kicking ass and taking names, brother, because
Thank you, buddy.
You've got such a personality and so much knowledge, brother. There's so few of people like you left that have so much comic book knowledge. Thank you for being a part of Wednesdays, for being a part of the round table. Thank you for being a friend, brother. I couldn't ask for a better friend.
Well, you're a true blue friend yourself, and I thank you. Are we doing that tonight, by the way? Are we having the round table tonight?
Yes.
We are?
As far as I
I'll
know,
see you
yes.
there.
No one's canceled. So, and I talked to 24 yesterday, so he said he'd be there.
All right. Well, I'll be there, man. Always. You know that. So
first one of the
take
year.
care. A6. Love you
too,
there.
brother.
Arwen, all you great friends out in the chat. Everyone have a wonderful day.
All right, and as Claudia leaves, Jonas is coming in for a few quick minutes to tell you congratulations, Loki.
It helps if I turn on my mic to do it, man. I can't believe my good fortune that I get to be here on Loki's Mornings of Mischief. I can't believe my good fortune that I get to be on the EBN cast with you on Fridays too, man. This is awesome. Congratulations, man, on 4 years.
4 years. We started on January 3rd, 2020, right before the coup hit, a couple months before the coup started. And like I said earlier, it was just supposed to be like, this is your hour drive to work. So as you're driving to work, it even says that in the first stream, on your drive to work, pop on some Mornings of Mischief. And it wasn't even called Loki's Mornings of Mischief. Originally it was called Pulp Culture Therapy, and then it was going to be Morning Chat with Loki. And then overnight, I'd talked to John from eHacker. If you know who eHacker is, I'd gone on his show, and it was just Mornings of Mischief. And he said, dude, you need to put your name in front of that. That way they not only know who you are, but that way you can do stuff just beside morning shows. And I was like, okay, so I'll just throw the Loki's Mornings of Mischief.
It's perfect. It really is perfect because, they're YouTube creators who want to live stream. They're a dime a dozen. I'm one of them, obviously. I'm in the dime a dozen is what I'm trying to say there.
But, no, you're not.
A show like Loki's Mornings of Mischief. The second I heard that, I was like, oh, I got to check that out.
Getting up to mischief in the morning. So thank you. I know you've been a huge supporter, and dude, you've got a great group that you hang out with and that you stream with, and it's good to get to do something with you. When you're to go into a little YouTube talk this morning, when you're coming up, and you meet a group of people and you're talking to them and you're working with them. Usually a lot of people will stick to that and they don't like try and expand that. To me, it's always been like, no, the more people you know, the more people you talk to, the more people you get to know on a personal level, the more you're going to get out of this. Not just like money or subs or anything like that. It's the sanity. I know I can talk to Mike. I know that, if I was ever in a bind, I could reach out and talk to Culture and be like, dude, this happened and I need your advice. Or you have so much more of a wide net of people that you can go to and you can talk to if something's going on and get advice. Or sometimes Loki needs advice too. I know people are always the one calling me, asking me for advice on stuff. But sometimes Loki needs advice too. Sometimes Loki's so stubborn, he doesn't do what some people suggest, which sometimes I've done to Mike. So
I'm not going to get into the details of what Mike has told me about you, but I know that you've been a very good influence on him. And I just think about like, okay, yeah, we got something going on that Park Place, and it's great, and I'm very glad to be a part of it. But the main thing for us is like trying to get the word out and try to have kind of an anti-baloney stance here. So when your mission is more truth, it makes it really easy to bring other people in and to latch on to what other people are doing and say, hey, can I help with this? And usually people are up for it. So everybody on this panel right now is somebody that I trust to get the truth out and to not stand for all the nonsense. Jay, I heard your comments about 2024 just a minute ago, and I'm like, we want to do some fun things this year, but at the same time, that's going to be to try to counterbalance a lot of nonsense that we see coming around the bend. So that welcome to the rebellion stuff, I got to get me one of those hats, except it's going to identify me. As soon as I go
the whole
out.
thing, man. That's the whole thing. That movement is more, it's not too much like a political movement. It's more like just rebel against the nonsense stuff, like fears in our own mind, and just just get out there, you know? Too many people are just sitting in fear, bro. Like they just sitting in fear and hoping that the world will just change. But sometimes you just got to be the change that you want to see. And like the fact that you guys like bring fun and entertainment and laughs and even like some sort of like common sense is such a vital part to the world right now in a country that has taken common sense and flushed it in the toilet, where everything is backwards and upside down, and people are wondering like, where do I freaking go to like just like this just doesn't seem normal to me. Is this the new norm? So they just get scared and just kind of sit, you know, and like shut the door, you know, and hoping that it'll change one day.
I'll take your,
you know,
I mean, you obviously, you probably know all about the Gadsden flag since it's on your, the snake is on your stuff. But the idea that is some kind of, I figure I'm okay to say this on Loki's Mornings of Mischief. The idea that is some kind of supremacist logo, that's a bunch of bull. And the people who want to say that the Gadsden flag is some kind of anti thing or fascist thing, like no, the Gadsden flag is a sign of everyone unifying against an oppressor. This is a great symbol, and the idea that they want to say that it's something that is standing for, I don't know, hurting people or pushing people down. No, absolutely not. So that welcome to the rebellion stuff is just perfect. And by the way, when I went to Epcot, this is not meant to be a Gina comment, but it is a Gina comment. When I went to Epcot and Hollywood Studios back right after all that news hit, the only things I saw were Gadsden flags and Gina merch. I didn't see any other Star Wars merch out when I was there. They didn't appreciate it when I asked where the Cara Dune merch was at the time. They were like, "Who?" Like, "Oh, you know who that is."
You know, Jay, that's what got me off my ass. I know you hang out in the mornings. I'm sure you've heard the story about the motorcycle wreck and all that shit. But I was down, and what made me get up and do my first speaking role on YouTube, because I never talked on a video. Any video I did before that, they were all music videos. They were all just for fun. It was like Star Trek mixes and stuff like that. An article, I'm sure you remember this, an article came out about Geeks and Gamers, Nerdrotic, and Doomcock, and they had them all in like Yahtzee clothes in a black and white photo. So you had Gary dressed up like the Fuhrer.
Oh, I remember that.
Do you remember that? Okay, well, this article came out.
Gary, so who else was in that picture?
It was Jeremy. It was Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers.
Right. Yeah.
And it was this guy, they called him Plant Boy. I don't even remember his real name. I just remember they called him Plant Boy. And he had said some really nasty stuff about Gary, about DC, and about Jeremy. And I was so pissed. I was like, I got on the microphone and I said, "You don't know these people. I've hung around DC for over a year now, talking to him behind the scenes. I've listened to the High Council for, it was like 2 or 3 years at that point. I was like, you don't know these people. You don't know what their lives are like. How dare you? How effing dare you sit there and say that these people are ists, obes, and yahtsins when you don't know? They just care about the stuff that you seem to just throw in the trash. You don't care about these shows. You don't care about these movies. You don't care about these characters. You could care less, but you're sure as shit going to talk crap about the people that are standing up and saying this is garbage and needs to stop." And I lost it. And after that, I did a couple more, and I did a couple. The Joker was the first movie review I did. And eventually it led to this, doing this in the morning. So it's really all you guys, culture, UJ, Ryan, God help me. I remember when Ryan was like, "Hey guys, let's talk about Star Wars books. We're going to have a Star Wars book club." And I was like, who is this guy? Who is this guy on Geeks and Gamers? And it was,
you know what I love?
Just crazy.
The idea that you have existed on YouTube and didn't use your voice, because you've got this voice that just sounds like you've been smoking cigarettes since you were like 5 years old, you know.
I probably
Skull. I love it.
I did smoke for a long time until I started having heart issues. Then I stopped. So I smoked a cigar for New Year's, but that was the last one I had that me and Mike bought the last time he was here. So No more of those. I'm not supposed to smoke, but I did for a long time. I smoked
I like
for a
how
long
I like
time.
how you didn't tell me you've been smoking for the whole last year till yesterday. That was awesome. That was really good.
Well, I've had a cigar every once in a while, but not like not even once a month, you know. So I don't even know if I would count that as I've been smoking.
Right.
But I had the last one. I had one. There were those Macaronos or whatever the hell they were that I got in that tin case when you were here. So
Macanudo,
Macanudo, yeah.
Portofinos. Those are my favorite. Yeah.
So, and I got those because Mike, I was like, what do you think? He goes, those are good. Those are good. Those are good. And I was like, okay, I'll get some of these.
Yeah.
But I did. I smoked, I think 15 on for like 25 years.
I have got to read some super chats and rotate these fine gentlemen out. Jonas has a video he's got to go record. Culture's got a 10 a.m. Appointment that he's got to get to. Jay, how much longer are you available? You got to rotate out?
No, I'm good.
Okay. All right. Well, Jonas, thanks for coming by. Culture, thanks for coming by. Anything you guys want to say on your way out?
Thanks, Loki. You are an inspiration, and thank you for waking me up every morning, and also my neighbors. So they love it.
Time to wake the neighbors, boys. Culture, you are as well, brother. And ever since I saw the light come down in Vegas and just illuminate the whole room because your hair was like just so shiny, it was like, holy crap, Culture is Jesus.
Was in my pocket.
Was he on a horse, like maybe right outside of Minas Tirith, coming down with an army of horses?
Yeah.
I all of a sudden I feel like I'm on a luck dragon. Atreyu. Anyway,
I saw Culture in Vegas, he was like at the other end of the casino. I just started screaming, "Dad, Dad!" And eventually he turned around and everybody's like staring at us. I was like, "Dad, Mom didn't make it." And we just walked out of the casino. I put my arm around him. We walked out of the casino. He's like, "I hate you, Jay."
Oh, that's beautiful.
It was great.
I love all of you. You guys are wonderful friends. Thank you. And Loki, congratulations. I'll see you later. Bye.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me on. I can't believe this is my premiere on Loki's Mornings of Mischief here, and it's the best way to come in to say, man, congratulations on all your success here. It's so awesome, and I love hearing your however you want to describe this amazing tone that comes out of your pipes here. I love listening to your voice every morning, and I love hearing your takes on everything. And I love getting to be on the EBN cast with you. So thank you so much for having me on. And just while I'm here, I need to say, Jay, you need to talk to X-Wing about his face sometime soon.
I gave up. He wanted to become an avatar. You know that, right? That's why he did that.
Oh my!
What's wrong with his face?
He
doesn't have a mustache
the
on.
caterpillar. He shaved the caterpillar.
He looks like a catcher's mitt now.
All right, I got to go record with Lorena Creole, and it's best not to keep a lady waiting. So
That's
I'll talk
right.
to you guys later.
Tell Lorena I said hi.
Will
We
do.
never go way back. She's
All
so
right,
sweet.
Oh man, she's amazing. All right, talk to you later. Bye.
Later, brother.
Take care.
I'm a little bit behind super chat. Trebles 08 for $5 says Mexican Iron Man is not a YouTuber. Thank you very much. He loves Alf. Incorrect. I cannot wait for the brand new YouTuber channel, Mexican Iron Man's Alf Mega Channel. All things on Alf. Ha. Ha. I hate Alf. Jay, you know I hate Alf, right?
Why do you hate Alf?
Because it's a stupid.
Okay, I take your word for it.
He's got a puppet. He's got action figures. He's got comics that I've sent him. He's got.
I got you. Pretty funny.
It is the dumbest show that has ever been created in the history of television. It was a waste of time, a waste of production, waste of money, and a waste in my house that every time that show came on, I had to hear my family watch it. And not only that, but we had Alf pillows in the house. We had Alf merchandise in the house. We had Alf sheets and blankies, and it was just so annoying.
Yeah, but it's one of the best skulls on Mornings of Mischief. Skull!
funny man, senor.
Yeah, you didn't think you were going to get out of this without me hitting that button at least once, did you?
Ironcouster for $5 says, check out Talk Hard next week when we review Highlander 2. By the way, everything Highlander is good. All TV shows, all movies. I don't care what anybody says.
That movie was horrible.
I don't
Not the
care
Renegade cut, but the original Mikey. What the hell are you talking about? That
Bro,
second movie was
I
horrible.
love everything Highlander, every episode, every movie. I've never seen any bad Highlander.
Even the one with Mario Van Peebles where he's like licking the air.
I even like that one. I even like that one.
There can be only one. I'm like, oh my God, who is this guy?
It's actually one of my more favorite ones, actually, the Mario Van Peebles one. Trebles 08 for $2 says, congratulations, Loki, on 4 years. Oh,
thank you, Shrevels.
Jonas J. Campbell, $2 was Knock Knock. Well, that was a half hour ago, but okay. Mary's Game Room. Mary will be with us shortly for $10. Says, congratulations, Loki. 4 years, 6 more to go. I'm so proud of you. Thank you for being more than a YouTuber and family to me, helping so much with the charity. Most of all, thank you just for being you. Skull, she'll be with us shortly, right after I get through.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you so much, Mary.
6, the sexy 6 for $10 sends in a super sticker. Wow, $10. Let's see what that super sticker was. That was a, let's go back. It is a maraca shaking yellow baby thingy.
It's a lemon. A cucaracha.
Lemon, that's right.
Cucaracha.
Yeah, oh, that's very ethnically appropriate. Thank you, 6. I feel that my people are included in that super chat. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a tequila lemon.
Yep, that'd be right up my alley. Chris Persia for Canadian $5. Mikey, you do know that just like Mike Rauch, Alf likes it rough. Is that why you manhandle him?
Oh. Good. Way to go, Chris.
Drunk, you got to tell Snow Dub to like stop with this. Yeah, have you seen that puppet Mike Rauch? The gay one?
Oh my God.
That Snow Dub has? Jay, have you seen that one?
I didn't want to bring it up, but yeah.
Like, it's very disturbing. Like,
it's pretty bad.
Yeah, like I'm not saying I'm questioning my sexuality. I'm just saying I'm forced to aggressively defend my heterosexuality. Is what I'm going to say.
Understood.
You know, I mean,
it's Mike Rauch.
And Jay, I should have to be made to feel that way.
That's true.
Hey, Mikey, come on over to
Sorry
Mikey's.
about that.
It's Mike and Mac time.
Okay, and Big Rod sends in a thumbs up, $2 Canadian. Thank you, Big Rod.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much, guys.
All right. Well, we've got our next guest coming up here. Maybe 2 people at the same time. I'm not quite sure how this is going to work out, but Arwen and Mary.
Morning, y'all. We're in the mountains. We're together. So, hey.
Good morning. One of my co-hosts on Friday, her giggle is contagious. It's called Avalon. Who has a name for a giggle?
I'm on a break, but I'm here.
Mary.
Y'all hear Mary? She said she's on a break, but she's here. So.
Thank you, Mary.
We're just glad we got internet this morning. And y'all hear us okay?
Yes, we
do
hear you.
How about each of you shares with us your favorite Mornings of Mischief Loki morning show story?
Do you want to go first?
Go, each of you.
Oh, he can't hear. Okay, all right, I'll do it. Okay. My favorite first Loki story. And I've shared this a lot before, and you'll have to excuse me, the Mountaineers getting in my throat, but y'all know my husband died almost 4 years ago, and it was about a year and a half to that I started realizing, oh, what the hell? I'm just existing. I'm not living. So I started getting more involved and trying to do stuff, and I found myself on YouTube all the time. Well, one morning, Loki's stream popped up in my feed. I'd never heard of the pop culture community. I wasn't involved in that. I didn't know who the hell he was. What is this about? So I clicked on and I saw it was a live stream. And normally I didn't do live streams at the time. And I've been here ever since. Loki was, because I was watching him and listening to him and with the chat, and he was engaging. The chat was involved. People seemed happy and friendly, and just they were kicking back, talking pop culture. And who the hell doesn't love to talk pop culture? And I just started coming back, and him, he welcomed me into the fold, and I've been here ever since. And you should never underestimate what a "hey, how you doing?" or a well thrown out skull can do for someone. And I know it sounds dramatic, but literally that moment changed my life way for the better. Through this channel, I have met some of the closest friends. I'm in the mountains with one of them, y'all. Okay. We're doing things, we're meeting in person. I've met some of the most special people, and that is all due, seriously, to Loki and this channel. So, Loki, I want to give you a skull because you deserve the skull of skulls. You've done so much for people. You are so loved, so appreciated. And honestly, I think this place is better because you are here in it. Yeah, anything to add on that, Mary?
Yeah, mine's gonna be really quick. I think my favorite Mornings of Mischief story or whatever happened was when Mim got blew up by the taco truck. I think it was fun.
Oh, and hashtag Team Lupita. Sorry, Mike. I love me some Lupita.
Hardy har 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 har.
Thank you so much, Arwen. Our number one, our Fridays wouldn't be the same without you. Your giggling and your laughing is infectious. It has its own name. It's called Avalon 19. You can get infected with it. The cure is a Twinkie dipped in coffee is the vaccine for Avalon 19. And this place wouldn't be the same without you. So thank you. I'm serious. It wouldn't. You bring a light everywhere you go. So thank you so much.
Well, it's all you, brother. You have this amazing ability to just kind of be Loki in no matter what kind, what group, what channel. You got Star Wars people over there, and you got, the movie people over there, and Disney people. It doesn't matter. Loki's just kind of, hey guys, what's going on over here? Hey, y'all, I'm going to come over here. Just kind of bridges all these places together. So thank you for being on here. Thank you for taking out your time to deal with our crazy asses. We just appreciate you so much. And here's to another 40 years. Let's stay on. Don't go anywhere. Not 40 years, but 40. We love it. 40.
God help me. I don't know if my mental health can take 40 more years.
You're our Odin Allfather. You got to put up with all of our messes. You do.
Right? I do. And tell Mary she is very much appreciated, and that the charity work she does is beautiful. And I'm just honored that we get to be a small part of it.
Mm-hmm. I absolutely will. So, but we won't stay because I know there's other people wanting to come in, and I'm supposed to be offline, but hey, we never really are.
That's right. We never really are.
But I love you, brother. I love all y'all, and I'll do my best to be back on Friday.
Okay.
Oh, Jake has a super chat. Mary says he's requesting the truck for Mary.
Does Mikey know where the truck is, or does he want me to hit it?
Oh my God. I have no idea. But anyway, I guess we'll go ahead and go so other people could be brought in. But I love y'all. Loki, again, congratulations. You're amazing, and I'm glad you're my friend. The show is great, but I'm glad you're my friend. That to me is the most important thing.
Y'all are family.
So yes.
Thank you.
All right. Y'all have fun.
You too. Enjoy the great outdoors.
Bye. And I don't know why the hell I'm waving.
Stay away from bears.
No bears. All right. Talk to y'all later. See you on Friday. Bye.
All right. Bye. She waved.
That's nice, man.
Yeah. She's nice. She is.
That's pretty awesome.
Mike, did you take? Yeah. Oh yeah. He did. Okay.
It's just me and you, man. It's just me and you.
It's just me and you. We do have someone else in the back. I want to bring him on because I know he's a big fan of yours.
Mine.
Yeah. You there,
Hello there.
Daryl?
Hello there.
Hello there.
What's
I was,
up,
I was
Daryl?
expecting Jonas to do that when he came on.
Oh my God, it's Jay.
Calm down. Calm down. It's okay. I'm normal.
Breathe.
Just like the rest of
I'm sorry, I got a little flustered.
I have that
Well-
effect on people. Usually people get sick when they're around me, but
Oh, I've taken over that spot. That's my crown. Well, first off, Loki, congratulations on 4 years, brother.
Thank you, bro.
You've done amazing work. And, you know, for me, you were one of the inspirations that got me off my ass to do YouTube. And because I started the channel about a month before I found you. And then once I did, I was like, well, shit, you know, you and a couple others is just like, I need to do this and get off my ass and just go. So I did. And you were the guinea pig, my first guest on a live stream.
I remember that. I've never done this
It
before.
was
It'll be all right.
so, oh my God, it was so bad. I look back on it and I just laugh because it was so terrible. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And you were just so patient, so kind, and just, you're like, hey, do what you got to do, man. Figure it out. It's all good.
Well, we've
And-
all been there, right, Jay? We've all
Oh,
been
heck
there where
yeah.
it's like, you know, we're sweating. It's the first time we've ever done this and we're perspirating. And
you don't want to sound like an
Oh.
idiot, but you end up sounding worse. So
Yeah.
I'm at the point now where it's like, yeah, whatever. I'm gonna get memed. People are gonna laugh. So it's like I bring a little joy because of my misery. Then I'm okay with it. I'm okay.
And being married, you know, my misery is someone else's comedy for life now. So
Well, I think we're all like that. I mean, look at the shirt. This is the OG hoodie.
Face
All Loki's
reveal.
fault.
Face reveal.
but seriously, you've done a lot for me behind the scenes, and I truly appreciate you. And God help us, you'll be here, like Arwen said, another 40 years.
God, I hope not.
I want to hear old Loki just say, "Get the hell off my YouTube."
Get the hell off my lawn. What are you doing on my lawn? Get off my lawn.
Exactly.
Six says, you were so gentle and so kind. Is Daryl still talking about streaming?
Well, we did have a meetup a couple years ago.
Oh,
So
Mike
I could
was
be
there.
referring to that. Yeah, there's the sombrero.
There's the sombrero.
I had been looking for an Oakland A's colored, because Oakland A's is my favorite team, which formerly was a major league team, now currently at best is a AAA team. But this is the sombrero that Daryl gave to me. It is Oakland green and yellow, Kelly green and yellow, and it is the color of my Oakland A's. And when I wear it, it makes me feel more Mexican.
Now you can wear it with your shit kickers.
Yep.
You could be a vaquero.
Yep.
Hell yeah. And might I say, Mike, you are looking sharp today.
He always
thank you.
does. Have you ever smelled Mexican Iron Man?
What?
He smells like success and money. I don't know what it is. I've never. You need to bottle what you smell like. That's all. That's what I'm saying.
You know why he smells like that, Jay? He does the Scrooge McDuck thing where he goes and swims in his money.
That's what I thought. That's what
Yeah.
I thought. That's what I thought.
His pool in Hilton Head is filled with dollars and gold coins. And he just goes out there, he jumps in, he swims around in his money
So-
like Scrooge McDuck.
The first time I met Mike, it was in Georgia. He pulls up in the car and we talk a little bit, and he like, hey, I got to show you something in my car. He opens up the back trunk, and there's like custom AR-15s and all kinds. I was like, are you gonna take over a small country? So I was like, this is awesome, man. I was like, I wanted to hold it. Like, we were like right next to like a major road, like of traffic. And I was like, I want to hold this and like point it around. He's like, you better not do that. Let's not do that here.
I showed him my Mexican Iron Man AR-15. The red, it's all red and gold. The one that Nick from Echo Base Network
so
made me.
cool.
Did
I
you
love
tell?
it.
Did you tell Jay about the brownie thing? Have you heard about that?
I'd like to know.
So we're at ICC Con, and I
You know,
haven't seen
ICC
Mike
Con,
yet.
the Star Wars convention, Jay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And I'm waiting on him and Nick from Echo Base. And I finally see him walking up the hill, and Mike gets to the parking lot, and his back's turned to me. I'm like maybe 100, 125 feet away from him. And I go, "Hey, Brownie!" And he whips around like, "Bitch!" And then he sees me. He's like, "You son of a bitch." Right in the parking lot. He thought I was some like East Tennessean that was like, "Why is a brownie here?" Oh my god, dude. It was just the way he whipped around and looked at me like, I'm gonna kick the shit out of whoever just said that.
Well, Jay's got to roll out, and Jay, I want to thank you for being here. We're going to one more time show this exciting design that you have here. I'm going to bring it up on the screen one last time. Going on sale in 2 days.
Yeah, unless they strike it down, we'll see.
Oh,
we'll see what happens.
You know what's going to happen, Jay, is one of the. By the way, you have the best haters in your live chat, bro. The way you handle them. Oh, those Saturdays. Dude, I don't know what's worse. Like the haters that think that, because I've met you in real life and I know who you are and what you're all about. Like, there's some that think that you're dumb. Meanwhile,
Yeah,
you're like you're actually an educator. And I mean, it just there's those. Then there's the ones that think that you're one thing and they're not. Bro, here's what I'm afraid happened. One of them is going to take this and go straight to Disney. But let's, but like I said, it's not your problem.
Sure
It's Nine Lights' problem. But everybody, when this thing goes on sale, let's buy it. Let's show Nine Light what we showed before, which is that we're going to buy Jay's merch and we're going to buy it fast and we're going to buy a lot of it.
I think if they do anything, they'll send like a cease and desist. But I don't know. I don't know how that will. I don't know how long. I do know. Like I think it might be the YouTube AI system hasn't been updated, but people that are using that Steamboat Willie picture in their thumbnails, like some of them are getting like blocked for it. So I find that kind of weird. So I guess we'll see. Also, like selling shirts falls into a special parody law too, so that's why you can get away with it. Plus, like Nine Line sells that Winnie the Pooh shirt, and they never said anything about that. So because that went into public domain. Also, I think Tigger did Tigger go into public domain too? Does anybody know?
That I hadn't heard of.
I also know like someone can correct me in the chat. I'm not sure, but I think the original. Yeah, look at Tom in the chat. Tom says my Steamboat Willie reaction got copyright blocked. So yeah, look at that already. Tigger and Peter Pan was also released. Yeah, the original ones. Yeah, that's right. That's crazy. Also, I hear in like 7 years, isn't like the original Batman is going to be on public domain? Can you imagine like what people could create if that's I was just reading stuff like that. They're like, yeah, like could you imagine what people could create with some of these older DC Comics characters? If that's true, if they're able to do that, that's pretty wild. It's going to be crazy times, man. But Loki, thank you for trusting Mike to let me on your show. I appreciate it.
Jay, thank you, brother, for being here. And guys, if you ever have a chance to meet this man up here in person at an event, at a gathering, whatever you guys go to, do not pass up that opportunity, because whatever anybody's preconceptions are, this is one of the nicest guys around.
Oh man, I'm retarded and racist. Come on, man. Like I got a reputation on Twitter to uphold. So
that's
when
my
you
title
just
too.
pulled me in for a hug out of nowhere in Vegas. I was just like, holy shit, dude, Jay's one of the nicest guys there is. You were just like, Lo, you're the morning guy. Come here, brother. And I was like, holy shit, he's drunk, but he's so nice.
Yeah, 2024. I'm going dry for a whole year. So but yeah, I will be at like 10 different cities me and Gina, like, we're gonna release our Comic-Con convention schedule pretty soon. I know the one in San Antonio just got released. We'll be there in October, but I think we're gonna try to be
dude, you're kidding.
No, not
when
kidding.
in October?
I'm not quite sure.
Okay,
It's whenever
we're gonna
that
be
con is.
We're gonna be in San Antonio for our wedding anniversary. So if you're there when we're there, hell yeah, dude, hit me up because we'd love to come by and meet you.
Oh yeah, man. Like we always
you. Eris
the
would love
Gary's gonna be. We're gonna do something with Gary and I don't know what. Hold on. Let me check before I go. Let me just see. That's the only one that I know we have a couple that I know we're like in the works, but I can't officially announce it till they're. So yeah, Gina Carano will be at SpaceCon San Antonio, October 26th and 27th.
Shit.
So I will be there with her.
That's when we're gonna do Valhalla Con is that weekend. So
yeah.
We'll be in Fort Worth, Texas, y'all, at the Fort Worth Convention Center.
Oh, that
shit
sounds like
kickers
awesome.
and all. Yeah.
Someone says my conception of Jay is that Jay is the nicest guy on YouTube after Mexican Iron Man. That's true. That's true. But nothing but success and love for you, brother.
Thank you, brother.
2024, man. Let's just people are gonna need. I'm telling you, they're gonna need a place to go where they could feel home, where they can feel safe, where they could laugh a little bit. People need to laugh more. Like they're trying to take. I mean, they're trying to take our basics away from us. Just laughing at each other, laughing at the stuff of the world. Like they don't even want people to meme, each other and stuff. So it's like let's just have some laughs and hangs out and have a great 2024. That's all I want for all my friends and everybody, just to be successful, be healthy, be happy, and just experience life. Because of all the negativity that we might see out there, there's a beautiful world out there for it's just beautiful. So go experience these people and these things out there, because they're just waiting for you. They're waiting for you.
I say goodbye, Jay.
All right. Foghorn Leghorn. Look at that. I know your original name. I love you guys. Have a great
Jay.
Great one, man.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Care, brother.
Good invite me on anytime. I love this show.
Thank
Later.
you. Love you. And
yeah, you've got an open invite. If you're still listening, Jay, you have an open invite always.
And we've got 2 new guests, which include the great and irreverent, my big brother on the internet, Dave Bob, as well as the most popular Latino on the internet, Latino Slant, also known as the nicest Latino on the internet.
Who looks like he's really cold on this early ass morning in California.
Good morning, everybody. Congratulations, Loki. Congratulations, Valhalla. Woohoo.
I will give it. He's got the best mustache on YouTube.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's got the best caterpillar on YouTube. Hey, Paulie, you saw it yesterday, but I don't know if you knew about this, if you were listening early this morning. They cut it last night. After I talked to my doctor, they had me go to the emergency room and they cut it open. And
so there was a cyst.
Even better. There was a cyst right where the fracture was.
You'll be fine then.
Which is why it was stinging and hurting so bad, and I could barely move it. There was a cyst right where the fracture.
Yeah.
Double the pleasure, double the fun.
Just another little health challenge. Nothing that can't be overcome. So that's good. Are you feeling okay?
I am. And just to tell everybody in chat, just to show everybody, because this is all Paulie and Adega. I understand I've been doing the work, but before I started working with Paulie and Adega, I could only do this. I could not raise my arm above my head because of the accident, because of the rotator cuff, because I had done rehab wrong. I couldn't raise my hand. Now I can do that because of them, because of stretching, because of the work we've been doing, because of the advice of Adega and the work with Paulie. I've gotten a lot of mobility. Like I'd say 95% of mobility in my arm back. I'll never throw a football or a baseball with my right hand again, but I can move it, and I have that movement. And
you're gonna have a lot of comfortable years in the future. So yeah, if anyone's confused, we just do a mixture of martial arts, stretching, and yoga. That's it. I live by it. I die by it. I mean, that's my little business. Train people in person and virtual last few years. That handsome devil right there, Mexican Iron Man, is my business card. He couldn't even breathe. I remember a few years ago when we were first hanging out, man. He had a real hard time.
Here, I'm gonna go grab a picture of what I look like exactly.
Yeah.
The month that this is within a month of when Paulie came up to move me out of San Jose and get me to LA to get me on the road. I'm gonna go grab a picture of this is pre-Paulie. Hold on, I'll be right back. Keep going, Paulie.
There's certain triggers that I have, and health is one of them. When people belittle their health, belittle themselves, and you're relatively young, it's like, man, there's no excuse, man. Going into our later years, we can't just sit around on our asses. We have to keep moving. And I'm just so happy for Loki, but to be doing that. But let's talk about you and the channel. I mean, this is amazing. Okay, I can't hear anybody. Is that me?
Mike, you're muted.
Oh, can you share us one of your favorite morning or any favorite Loki story?
Well, there's a lot of them because I've been part of Valhalla for a few years now. Obviously when we first met, you guys gave me a shot. I don't even know how many subs I had, Loki.
Was that the DC morning show?
You were in the teens.
I was in the
You were in the teens because Mike was like, "Have you heard of Latino Slant?" I'm like, "No, who the hell's Latino Slant?" He gave me your channel, and I was like, "Oh, he's brand new," because you were like you were in the teens.
Yeah.
And I watched what you were talking about. I was like, "Dude, he's making the kick-ass points." And then you were like, "If anybody bothered listening to Loki or Mexican Iron Man this morning, he knows what he's." And I was like, "Holy shit, dude!" He goes, "Yeah, he watches us. He watches us do our thing in the morning." And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, bring him on for the fandom, man." And we got to for the fandom, which I just got copyrighted for again.
And then
the umpteenth time.
The first time the slant got our stream taken down, you were on it and we were reviewing The Stand.
Yep. Mother Abigail.
Shitty ass miniseries. Don't get me started.
There rats in the corn, Polly.
And then recently, and hello everyone in the chat, much love everybody in the chat, Six, Penny, Pete, D-Bud. I wrote a novella, and I was doing the rounds, and Valhalla, I came on maybe a month or two ago.
Yeah.
Valhalla backed up the campaign, like I don't know, it was like wildfire because that's just the thing. Me and you have had so many talks. Because we practically talk every day with training and all that stuff. But it's like your community is so strong. So when they believe in something, they'll get behind it. And so that was incredible, man. That was a really beautiful, very humbling, experience to have Valhalla back up the book. And they're also Slantinos now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all comes from Valhalla. So yeah, I mean the fulfillment is here. So we've already thanks to Valhalla. We already have the books here, the posters here. It's just a matter of, me doing the fulfillment, which, I've taken over the front room, and Mike stayed in the front room. I've taken it over, dude. It's like a little production room, little assembly line. We're going to get everything out to everyone. But that was a really great time, Loki, man. I mean, I've been on the show a lot. So, and I'm really grateful. And just like with Jay and all these other people, man, I do rise early, so I do listen to you while I'm still in bed. Yeah. So
Thank you, brother. Thank you. And
Mike is mute again.
Thank you, Paulie. That was
Thanks.
awesome.
There you go. I can hear you now.
All right, we got Dave Bob who gifted 5 Loki Mornings of Mischief memberships. Thank you, Dave Bob.
And he's here.
You're welcome.
Thank you, brother.
Shout out to Shockwave. He's going to bed so he can get 8 hours before he needs to work tonight.
Nice.
Shockwave.
Shockwave, brother, get some rest. Thank you so much for being here.
Captain Fandom Nerd, who's been a member for 18 months, says 4 years is amazing.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
The Comic Relief Crusader has been a member for 6 months, says, hey, guys, hope you all have a great new year with lots of laughs. Love you all. Love you more, Comic Relief Crusader. I got a chance to live stream with him a couple times. He's a great guy.
Great guy. Absolutely great guy. Great channel. Go check out his channel if you can.
One?
The Comic Relief Crusader. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Go sub. And Huke the Truck or Nuke the Truck for Mary for $2 from Adega Outlaw. Well, let's go find that here. I'm going to have to honor the great doctor's request. Or
second from the bottom, right above Christmas intro.
Valhalla comes with Ragnarok.
Yeah, but you can't play the whole thing. So you hit it, and I'll kill it when it's.
Why can't I play the whole thing?
Because it's got copyrighted music at the end of it that'll flag it.
All right, well, I'll start it. You stop it. All right.
Yeah.
This goal is just for you in honor of Roasted Mexican Iron Man for Mary. The ringing won't stop.
Wow. That thing's still That thing's still. I'm trauma. I remember being traumatized the first time I saw that taco truck and Mike's loud ass screamings and cryings and whinings, and then I become friends with Mike. I'm like, oh, that's how he is every day.
It's normal. Yeah, it's normal, Mikey. Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
So I fell asleep on a live stream, and he recorded me snoring.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's not a sound effect. That was one of the very first. Oh my God. Because, dude, this guy's going at. It's like, and here's the thing. Back then, I was so nervous about live streams, Paul. So what I would do is, it's scheduled at 6 a.m. California time, and I'd be like so stressed out, I wouldn't fall asleep till like midnight or 1. Am I going to do all right? Am I going to do okay? Then I'd wake up like at 4 or 3 a.m. and I could go back to bed because then I'd be afraid to miss the show. So for that first year, like I basically never slept on a Monday night. And so one time it caught up to me and I literally fell asleep on the show and he was recording me. He was recording.
And then I hit him with the horn that Adega had made. And it woke his ass up.
I love it. Love it, man. Yeah. So how do you feel, man? 4 years of kicking ass Monday through Friday, dude.
Monday through Friday. Bro, at one point it feels like, dude, we just got started. And then at another point, it feels like I've been doing this forever and I can't remember the shit I did before. It's weird. It's like Twilight Zone level shit on YouTube where you're like, no, I just started doing this. And then you're like, no, I've been doing this forever. And it's the Monday through Friday thing. And I got warned, Mikey warned me, DC warned me, a bunch of people warned me, you don't want to do this Monday through Friday. And I said, but I love this idea of I'm your on the way to work go-to. Like, instead of putting on the radio and listening to music or something, you open up your phone, you hit the YouTube, and you listen to me on the way to work. And then COVID, like I said, the coup hit, and everything changed. But I think people were still coming. And I really thought, oh, well, shit, if nobody's driving to work and nobody's listening, the channel is just going to die. But it got stronger, and a lot of people came in that I don't think maybe might not have if they hadn't had that time. So it's weird.
And you got people listening that that you didn't even know.
Yeah,
that's always a nice pat on the back, and then let's keep rocking.
Oh, I forgot about the picture. So, Paulie, this is a picture of. I had just left Paulie in LA. This is June of 21. And I went, and this is a picture that I took when I got to Tucson to hang out with Snowdub and Jolly.
Right. We haven't not started training yet.
No, not at all. He hadn't even convinced me to do any of that yet. That didn't start till September.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
That's what Mike looked like the first time I saw him.
Yeah. Put it back up again for a second. That's a great testament, man, to your heart, your dedication, because you're not just thinking of yourself.
No,
you're thinking of your son, of your family, of your future, because you're still a young man. You're still a young man, baby. Right on, brother. And
thanks, homie.
That's what we're doing for Romy. That's what we're doing for Romy. That's what I'm doing for Romy. That's what we're doing for Freudian slip. That's what we're doing for Loki. And yeah.
Well, Dave Bob's thank you so much, Paul. It's been an amazing journey. And now I'm at stretching every day is part of my brushing teeth at this point. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. I mean, if I keep going at this, I might even do a triathlon race this year. I mean, I literally at this point yesterday, I ran a 5K and I swam 1,500 yards.
Wow.
Today, I'll probably bike 20 to 40 miles this afternoon. It's and it doesn't put me out. I'm real conscious, like you said.
So you're saying you don't need me anymore.
No, I'm saying that we're now. Oh my God, I couldn't even finish. I'm now saying that I look forward to when I see you in LA in a couple weeks, how we can come up with a plan to elevate me now to actually do real type of black belt stuff. But Dave Bob's got to run, so I want to give him a chance to talk to Loki. And let me let Dave Bob go real quick. Dave Bob, favorite moment of Loki or anything you want to share from being here for 4 years?
Well, honestly, me and Loki was hanging out pretty good bit before he even started his channel.
Yeah.
Whenever he started his channel, he kept trying to get me to go on. I didn't want any part of it. I mean, I don't do the YouTubes. I'm kind of like Mikey, but he finally talked me into it, and I've been here pretty much ever since, except for one little short period in there.
Which I don't hold against you at all. I get it. There's been times where I've looked at it and been like, you know what? I don't want to know. I don't know if I want anything to do with this shit. And it's not you people in chat. It's not these wonderful people that have been up on this panel today. It's such there's some drama crap that goes on behind the scenes sometimes. And it gets taxing. And it took Mikey. It really did. It took Mikey telling me, just ignore it and don't worry about it. And it really did. His advice to just stay away from it. And I have. But I get it, bro. I totally get it. I never blamed you for that or been upset with you for that. You've always been here. And the reason why I wanted you on so bad, 5-6 years ago, it was Tom over at Midnight's Edge that came on a hangout that me and you were on. And he was like, you guys have this radio voice. You should be doing a live stream. So one of the first things I wanted was Dave Bob on a live stream with me at least once. I just wanted you to come up on the show and be on at least one live stream with me. And then you stuck around, and I was like, that's even better. But
to your chagrin.
To my chagrin, yes. It's like what happened with Zero. I invited Zero on one time, and then I was like, hey, why don't you come back next week? This is really great. We need to do this again. And then I did the same thing again, and I finally convinced him to permanently do a show because I like hanging out with them and I like talking with them. And Dave Bob's so great, guys. It's great getting to have you at BahalaCon. It was great seeing you kind of school Eris on that ACP and her fall in love with it and be like, I love this. I absolutely love this. And I was just like, she's like, we have to get one.
Right now, I'm looking at getting a good night scope. We got a bunch of hogs out there on my lease I need to take care of.
Oh, yeah. Dave Bob is OG. Yes, he is. Dave Bob is OG. He is OG from before Mornings of Mischief. So thank you, brother, so much.
Well, I appreciate you having me on, putting up with my old ass.
Oh, there's no putting up with at all. There is appreciating the knowledge and what you brought to the table. No, I appreciate that. There's no putting up with that.
Hell, if there's no Dave Bob in Valhalla when I get here, when I came over from Doomcock's crew, if there's no Dave Bob here, I wouldn't have stayed. Because Dave Bob, I mean, the Admiral may have been the one who said, hey, it's okay, go check it out. But when I got here and I kept seeing Dave Bob and Dave Bob was here, that's why I call my big brother the internet, because I wouldn't have stayed. He made me feel comfortable because I didn't know anybody else like at all. But I knew Dave Bob, or I recognized him, and I didn't know you, Loki, at all. I just knew that you had talent, and I thought you were really smart, and I thought you were a really awesome, fandom nerd, but I didn't know you for shit. But Dave Bob,
I knew you. I knew you from your Galaxy's Edge.
I knew I wanted to be in Valhalla and I wanted to watch a show, but there was when y'all split off from Doomcock originally to start this, I just didn't know what the politics were like. But when I saw Dave Bob, he just made me feel comfortable, and that's why I stayed. If there's no Dave Bob, there's no you and me, Loki. That's how important this thing is, that people go on, and I can't imagine my life without all y'all. I just can't.
We can't imagine our lives without you.
Yep. I hope to see y'all in October.
Just like all the MILFs of the world can't imagine their lives without
Wow.
me.
That's the reason why Mikey's so spiffed up this morning. He's always cruising for chicks.
No, I have a lunch meeting with a new vendor with my new ADP rep, and it's a guy, not a girl. Hello, you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, we believe that.
Yeah.
Is her name Joe?
I'm not talking to you people anymore. All right, Dave Bob, thanks so much. And thanks so much, Dave Bob. Have a great day.
All right.
Take care, Dave Bob.
Thank you, brother.
Hail Dave Bob.
And joining us now is I cannot believe he's awake before 3 in the afternoon, Nicholas Glenn from Echo Base Network.
Oh my God.
I just woke up.
No kidding. What's up, Nick?
What's up, Ollie?
Mike was just saying without Dave Bob, he wouldn't have felt comfortable here. Without you and Coach, I may have never gone live on a live stream. I don't know if I would have, because you guys really gave me that push to do something. And I went on a live stream with DC right before I did my first one. And I really believe it was you. We were just talking about Tom. Speak of the devil.
Look who else is awake before noon.
Mm-hmm.
Tom telling me and Dave Bob that we had radio voices and we should be live streaming.
Wait, what happened?
Meetup.
Wait,
okay,
what?
so we were on a round table,
and he's wearing a t-shirt. I'm very happy.
Nice. I love that Batman Michelle Pfeiffer.
Tommy smile.
Catwoman.
Smile, Tom. Aw.
Tom's like Mikey made me get up. Tom's like Mikey made me get up early for this.
Dude,
Yeah.
I was
Yeah, I made you get up early too, and I made Nick get up early.
Tom told me and Dave Bob in a back round table in Xanadu with DC, he said, you and Dave Bob have this radio voice. You guys should be doing something. And that's when I was like, dude, me and Dave Bob have to do a live stream. And that's why that was one of my original goals, was to get Dave Bob on and do a live stream with him. It was because of Tom.
Sadly, Daryl has to go back to work. Daryl, anything you want to say on the way out the door?
Yeah. One, Loki, dude. It almost is like you're dying or we're at a freaking wake or something like that.
I hope not.
Anyway.
God help me. What a horrible way to start out. I'm already upset because of the wrist, what happened last night. And I'm like, what a shitty way to start 2024. And now everybody's talking like I'm dead.
Well, just tell everybody you're an emo.
It's actually not. It's actually not. You know,
I
don't
know.
listen to anyone in regards to injuries. We learn from our injuries.
Yeah.
Right.
Pain is the greatest teacher.
It's not even about that. It's. I mean, I don't want to argue about it, but I have a very holistic approach as a teacher in regards to injuries. But anyways, sorry about that.
No, you're good, man. You know, Loki, my favorite memory of you is when I got to meet you, Mike, and Nick at Valhalla Con 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I will always cherish that moment because that's when I finally put a face to the voice and just got to shake y'all's hands and hang out with you guys. It was just, that was one of the most impactful things of my life. And I'll always cherish that. And I look forward to it every year.
He was like, oh my God, he's so ugly.
Dude, have you seen me? I look like I'm in a 70s prison movie right now. And this is my work uniform. So, but anyway, thank you so much, brother, for all you've done and what you continue to do. And, you know, I always look forward to every morning during the week to listen to you, even though I can't always comment. I always got you on, and I appreciate you. And I love you, brother.
Love you too, brother. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hail, Daryl the Derelict.
And it was great getting to meet you and Akimi. Dude, you guys have been so great to us.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun out there.
Thank you.
No, I'm looking forward to this year too. It's going to be badass.
Getting to hang out at that get together with Nerdrotic and Geeks and Gamers. That was fun. Getting to hang out with you guys. If it hadn't been for you guys, I think Eris would have absolutely hated that meetup. So it was all you. It was all you and Dave Bob and his wife coming down, and she got to hang out with some people she knew. She had a really good time.
Yeah, it was great. It was
all you
absolutely
guys.
great. But unfortunately, responsibility calls, so I got to get. Love you guys. Great to see y'all. And we will catch you on the flip flop.
See you, Daryl.
Yeah, brother.
God bless. See you, brother.
Peace and chicken grease.
All right. So who wants to go next, Nick or Tom? Who's more awake?
I'll go. I'll go.
Wow! Don't fight over it.
Right.
So let's see. So everybody's telling their most memorable moments, right?
Yeah, like anything, any interesting story, a memorable moment, anything. Could
So-
be funny, sad, mad, glad, whatever.
So mine would definitely be the meetups at Icon and at Valhalla Con, at Retropalooza, and even the one in Houston that me and Loki go to every year. We have a crap ton of fun at those things. He's always coming out of there with a crap ton of stuff.
Too much stuff.
I
Nick, have you ever seen anyone spend so much money in so few minutes? Like I literally
Oh
told
man,
Loki,
yeah.
Loki, like we get in there and like in 1 hour he comes back and I look at all this. I'm like, where do you even find this stuff? Let alone how much? Literally, Loki buys more like console classes. He spent more money in per hour at the 2 meetups I've gone with him than I could spend at a strip club in the Champagne Room, and that's something.
Yeah.
Plan B. Plan B.
Sure.
Plan B, Santa Monica at Pico Boulevard.
No, it was Pico and
It's in Santa Monica, but
Barrington. And the only reason why I know, one of the main reasons why I know about Plan B, it's about 2 blocks away from my mom's house.
Right. Right. Well, inside Plan B Strip Club, they have a
Ideos.
All right, back to Nick. All right, Nick, go.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
It's all good. But yeah, that's those are probably some of the most memorable moments for me. And just because we have so much fun, and I enjoy seeing all the stuff he finds and gets, because I normally always go to these things when we're meeting up, and I don't ever have any money to buy anything. But he comes out of there with bags and bags of stuff. And I remember the first Icon meetup, he got the most badass freaking Star Trek stuff there, like a Deep Space Nine playset. I think you got the Defiant too, didn't you, Loki?
No, I got
Or
the
was it just
Enterprise B.
DS9?
I got the
That's
Galaxy
right.
class.
Yeah.
I got the Bird of Prey, and I got another ship. I don't remember what the hell it was. It was one of them. I think it might have been the Enterprise A.
Yeah.
Not sure. I know I've got everything that Playmates came out with now, besides all of the figures. But hopefully, if I can get a couple more figures this year, the ones that I want, we're going to do a stop motion animation featuring the adventures of Captain Iron Man, and how, you know, he's like singing to no gender aliens. If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. You know, we're going to do the musical with like little alien action figures and a little Iron Man Mikey on the bridge of the Enterprise, and we've got the shuttle, and we've got Deep Space Nine, and we've got all the play sets. So hopefully we can do some stop motion animation stuff.
Oh man, that stop motion stuff takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
I remember that was my first thing. That I remember when Nick and Coach called me and said, "What's your favorite videos? Should we do more of?" I'm like, "Oh my god, you should do more You should release one stop motion animation every week for a year."
Oh yeah,
and the phone went dead silent. I'm like, "What? Not a good idea?" They're like,
Yeah.
"Dude, that last one took us like 4 months."
Yeah, it takes so much time. Coach spent so much time on there, which he told me to tell you congratulations and stuff too. Of course, everybody knows he's at work right now, so he couldn't be here.
Huge shout out to Coach Nico Bass.
Yeah, so but yeah, that it's really cool once you get it all complete and done and shot. But man, taking the time to do it, it's very, very time consuming. But it's worth it in the end, you know. But especially if you're a full-time YouTuber, with me and Coach being part-timers, yeah, it just wasn't.
Part-timers that act like full-timers.
Yeah, pretty
much. You guys pretty much put the work in of a full-timer, even though,
we don't really put that much work in. Not as much as a full-timer. But we make it look like we do anyways. But yeah, those are probably some of the most memorable moments. And then of course the Final Fantasy VII videos that always bring Loki on when Remake was coming out. And I'll be doing the same thing once Rebirth comes out here. And what we got? Month.
Yep.
So a month and a half.
I'll give you guys a tease. I wasn't going to do this, but I'll give you guys a tease. It won't be this weekend, but it'll be next weekend. We are going to start a card pack openings. These are all of the TGC Final Fantasy cards from Remake and Interlude, and we're going to be doing giveaways. So we've got 4 boxes of cards, not 4 packs of cards. 4 boxes. So each box has 36 packs of cards. Each pack has 9 cards in it. We are going to be doing giveaways leading up to the release of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So that's going to be coming up.
That's going to be awesome. But yeah, I just wanted to jump in here real quick and say that and tell Loki congratulations. It's been a long, fun ride, I'm sure. And super, super, I mean, the dedication that Loki has to his supporters and everybody here on the channel. I remember when we were in Dallas, when me, you, and Mike, you know, stayed in that Airbnb, Loki still had the show scheduled. He did not miss he was like he'd still get up early, do the shows. I mean, the dedication he has for everybody here is just phenomenal. And he's still going and he's not stopping, and I love it, and I love you, brother. And
Thank you, bro.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you, brother. A lot of love to Echo Bass.
You got a little bit on your chin.
All
right, I'll let you go back to
sounds
bed,
like he's got
Nick.
a lot on his chin.
All right, thanks, guys.
Later.
Later,
Thank
Nick.
you, brother. Take care, brother.
Snowdub chimes in, had to go to work. Snowdub was supposed to be here, but he had to go to work. He got called in for $2. Says stuck at work, but wanted to say skull and tuck and roll.
Skull and tuck and roll, brother.
And our good friend from overseas in Japan sends some yen, 100 yen, and says, oh, it's a super sticker. So thank you so much.
He's the reason why it's called Loki's Mornings of Mischief, everybody. That guy right there, E-Hacker, is why the channel is called Loki's Mornings of Mischief. When I rebranded from Pop Culture Therapy, I was just going to call it Mornings of Mischief. I wasn't going to call it Loki's Mornings of Mischief. I didn't know whether I was going to come up as Stone Loki or not. And he was the big reason. He said, keep the Loki thing and put it at the front of the name of your show. That way people know it's you. And I was like, oh shit, okay. And he's the reason why it's called Loki's Mornings of Mischief. Otherwise, people would have been calling it Mom. Thank you, Chris Berger. Yes, it would have just been Mornings of Mischief, and people would have been calling it Mom. And we couldn't have that.
That would have been the worst name. I mean, I'm not a YouTuber, but that would have been the worst name ever, in my opinion. Yeah. Good morning, Tom Connors Jr.
Yeah.
Tom, if we were roommates, can you imagine if we were roommates? Like, I would be like in the morning, I'm like, hi, Tom, good morning, and waking you up.
Where's breakfast?
Right.
Coffee's ready.
And then I literally take Tom by the feet. So, Paulie, I would grab Tom by the feet. I drag him off the bed. I'm like, morning stretchy time.
That's the way Eris is in the morning. She's
You
like,
two
oh my
guys would
God,
be
good
living with each
morning.
other?
Oh my God, me and Tom have been talking about this for like a year or two. What the hell does that look for? What the hell does that look for? Me and Tom would get along great if we lived together. Are you kidding?
I don't know about that, but yeah.
I mean, I think he should go. I think he should go on vacation. I think he should go on. I think he should go on vacation and go and visit you and stay a couple weeks.
Why would you and I not get along? I can't.
You try waking me up at 9 o'clock in the morning and see how well that rolls.
No, 7:30.
Oh,
7:30.
Fuck you, man. I'll be going to bed about 10.
Wow, wow.
Can you imagine getting up for morning stretchy time at 7:30 in the morning, Tom?
No.
I get up at 7.
My body doesn't even know how to stretchy.
Oh, I'll take care of that. Paul, that's what I used to tell Paul. I remember my first exercise with Paulie was in the back where my pool is. Paulie, do you remember the first thing we did is you said, bend over and try to touch your knees. Forget my toes, my knees.
Yeah, I said, can you touch your toes? Can you touch your knees?
We were
basic, human movements,
Yeah, I couldn't get past the knees. The knees
for
was
circulation. Point of clarification: I have never, nor will I ever tell Mexican Iron Man to bend over.
First time Paulie was like, okay, we're going to do something called the rocking chair, which is like a roll on your back. You're laying on your back and you like roll around on your back. When I went to do that,
you couldn't.
My back literally hit the mat. And I mean, it like hit the mat. And I was like, oh, and I couldn't. I was like, how can I not roll? It's like almost like my body forgot how to do something that you did all the time when you were a kid. I used to be able to do a kip up, which is like where you roll on your back and then you kick up and you land on your feet. I used to be able to do that when I was a teenager. I couldn't even roll on my back when we started. And now it's like, I do whatever.
Oh my God, yeah.
PB Martin says Tom would be Oscar and Mike would be Felix.
Yeah.
I'm very neat. I have to admit, I'm very neat. I mean, this desk notwithstanding, this desk here, this area here, this paperwork area is the only messy part of my entire rancho.
But Tom, if you're still there, I don't know if
he is.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I meant what I said. What you told me and Dave, we were at a round table in Xanadu, and you had showed up with a redhead that we don't talk about now, and you encouraged both of us. You were like, dude, you
Oh,
guys
karma caught up with that bitch. So whatever.
yeah, you encouraged both of us to use our voices and to speak up and to get on the YouTubes, and you were like, you both got radio voices, use them. I'll never forget that. So thank you, brother.
Oh yeah. No, if I'm awake, I usually pop in here when you guys are on. So it's good to see you're still going.
I cannot imagine, on a serious tip though, I can imagine getting up at 8 a.m. and doing the same show every single day, every single time. Like
Not every day. It's just Monday through Friday.
Well, same thing. Same thing. Isaj Melody says Mike and Tom in the same room would be funnier than grumpy old men.
But I don't really do the same show. I do a different show. And that's one of the reasons why the algorithm doesn't like me. I get that. Is because I don't talk about just one thing all the time. I don't stay on one topic. We have a bunch of different things we talk about. I love that. And yeah, it hurts. It hurts the algorithm. The algorithm doesn't like it, but I enjoy it. I don't think I could talk about the same thing. I wish Nick was here, that way I could tell him that. I applaud what he and Coach did for years, because I could not just talk Star Wars for years on end. I couldn't do it. I'd go nuts. And so Valiant talking about Disney, I couldn't talk about Disney all the time. I would go nuts. I would lose my shit. I'd be the one going crazy and driving through a wall at Disney because I'd lose my shit. I can't do that. So bravo to the people that can. Bravo to the people that can have that focus. I've got to talk about a variety of stuff. I will go nuts if I don't.
Well, we have come to the 2 hour mark, and we're going to wind the show down. Thank you, everybody, for all of your amazing super chats. Loki, just congratulations. Also, quick 2 things. George Moho was going to be here. He had to go to work. And then R&B did confirm that he was going to be here, but something popped up. A close personal friend of his got rushed to the hospital. He was supposed to be here about 30 minutes ago, but I told him, don't worry about it. Handle family and friends and stuff like that.
God bless Rob and whoever his friend is. Hopefully they will be fine and everything will work out. Thank you, Rob, for letting me know. Great guy, R&B.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you all for being here. Loki, is there anything you want to say on final words to any of us, to any of the fans in Valhalla, and to the world, to the universe?
You guys aren't just fans; you are family. You are Valhalla. You are the mortar and the bricks, and you guys hold this place together. Yeah, I might have started moving that first stone over. We talk about moving the mountain. And not just saying we're going to move the mountain, but actually moving the mountain and changing things one stone, one part at a time. You guys make that possible, each and every one of you. So thank you. Lady Mist, Chris Persia, Low Spec Linux Laptop, Keely Chow, Cavantino, Cavalryman Shi, Project Cambrian, Gun Bunny, Psychodorp 9, Josh Hammond, Project Storytime. My mods, Josh, Chris, and Mark are so great. Some wonderful guys. Mexican Iron Man is the glue. He's the glue that holds everybody together. He's the sticky stuff that MILFs love. And I tease the shit out of him, but he takes it so well. And I promised in the new year I would back off of the
that lasted a day and a half.
And I'm working on it. It's just little events like this that I revert back to my old ways.
Right. Well,
I love them.
So long as you don't agree with Grok that I'm a YouTuber, fucking Grok is busted, man. Someone's got to reprogram that shit, like immediately. Who did that?
That was Tom, I think.
All right. Well, thanks to all of you for joining us today. Loki, congratulations on 4
I cannot wait till you and Tom live together. I
want that filmed.
I want a reality show camera.
Yes.
24/7.
Yes.
Multi cameras in every room, inside and out that compound, and I will have my freaking thing of popcorn watching it every day. Oh my god!
Mike and Tom fighting over what to watch on the 82-inch TV, and then me and Tom getting a fight, and he goes watches his 82-inch.
I stream too much for us to fight.
Well, I mean, just the fact that you were like, burping and like you're barely dressed, and homeboy here's got his freaking tie on and all clean cut. I mean,
yeah, Mikey knew this was gonna happen.
That's why me and Tom get along great. We're like yin and yang. Like, for example, if someone told me, like, for example, Tom is clearly not a Snyder broho, right?
Yeah.
I clearly have been for as long as I can remember. But here we are. Me and Tom are like yin and yang. Yeah.
Anyways, sorry about that, Loki.
These are coming back. These hashtag blame Loki shirts. They will be different. You won't be able to get a version like this. You haven't been able to get one for like a year anyway, but they are coming back. We're coming back out with a merch store this year. It's going to be on TeePublic, not Teespring. So keep your eye open for that. As soon as it's ready, we'll have a big reveal and hopefully be able to link it some way to the channel. I don't know if that shit works. I don't know how any of that works, but we're gonna see.
Look it up on YouTube. There's a video for it.
Well, thanks everyone for being here. We will see you later. Have a great day and Happy New Year.
Take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend enter, and we'll see you guys later tonight for the Comic Book Roundtable. Have a great one.
I like turtles.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.